I'd like to call to order the
I like that.
August 13th, 2025 Conservation Commission meeting at 7:02 p.m. Can I have a roll call starting with Mike?
Mike Potsett, present.
James DeRoyan, present.
James Gates, present.
Pat Gemolo, present.
Jimmy, do you mind leading us in pledge of allegiance?
Yes.
The United States of America, to the republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty,
justice for all.
Boy, everybody's doing it, even on the.
This meeting is being recorded. Is anyone else recording? Chairman's additions and or deletions. We have an addition to the correspondence 4.3 DCR cutting plan forum for the Otter River complex.
Otter River Complex.
Yep.
You'll bring us up to speed where that is.
Is that the only thing, Colby?
There's a forestry cutting plan there. Right.
That's just a correspondence.
Yes.
Private property?
No, those are state property.
They consider that Otter River.
Jared, do you mind muting yourself, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I think this was already done. This is just a completed form, right?
The copy is finalized.
Okay, so that's okay. I'll just put it.
So it has
So
both.
4.4 cutting plan.
All the board footing stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just take a peek. Now I like see how much they got out of us.
Well, we can talk about it when we get there. Cutting plan completion. Old Turnpike Road. Then Jimmy can read the board sheet when we get there.
That wasn't.
Chair report. Anything I have is covered under the agent's report. 1.6, review and approve meeting minutes.
Do you want Jared to come back on?
What?
You muted Jared. Do you want
No, he
to-
muted him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
asked him to mute.
Right.
So he is on at 7:15.
Oh, okay.
I get distracted very easily, so.
I just,
Did everyone have a chance to review?
Yes.
Did.
I read some of it. I just gotta go to it.
Do I need to add this? Or is this part of your report? You know I did it. Or should I put it
I'm
in?
gonna do it in my report. If you want.
It's just.
Yeah, it's not really easy.
Okay. You're also in the minutes, Jimmy?
Yes, I am. I have.
I'm all set
That's
now.
working on it. I'm just.
No, I'm all set now.
You're all
See?
set.
Yeah, there was
I
just.
put my
part-
okay.
So I need a motion and a second, please.
You wanna make a
I'll make a
motion?
motion to accept the minutes from, what date?
June 25th.
June 25th?
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Roll call vote, starting with Mike.
Mike Potsett, yes.
James DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Pat Gemolo, yes.
1.7, agent report.
Okay, start off with, interdepartmental reference forms and Board of Health sign-offs. We had, 3 Redwood Street, they submitted a revised site design, septic design, excuse me. No proposed work within the 100-foot wetland buffer zone. 108 Fitchburg Road has a septic system replacement, design, and there's no wetlands involved. I wasn't here, and James actually signed off on that one. Site visits, I went to 15 Parker Road yesterday, did well, and inspected walls and silt fence there, and they're starting on the septic replacement there. They were installed appropriately. I did do a site visit to Old Meeting House Conservation Commission property. And the area that I was looking at was up off of Old Meeting House Road, coming from Highland Street. The conditions there were there was minimum trash, and trails are open and easy to follow. Some kids were in there making some jumps and whatnot.
So that we actually gave someone permission to do that.
Oh, okay.
The mountain bikes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's Ronnie Steers doing mountain bikes.
Oh, good, yeah, they got some nice berms set up.
So we actually gave him formal permission.
Oh, I didn't know that. They're doing it.
Last year.
It was fun.
He signed something for it.
Yeah.
But it looked,
But it's to the, so you parked at the top of Old Meeting House?
Yes.
And you went to the left
Yes.
towards,
To the bottom.
what's it called? What are those houses, that neighborhood? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's to the left.
Yeah.
That's where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And also, I'll mention, it's on the agenda, but there's a high scale investigation. We'll get to that. It's on the agenda. I think that was all. Yeah, thank you.
and that was a pretty much straightforward walk on conservation property, Meeting House Hill, from 119 up through,
Yes.
all the way through the flat to the top.
Well, you don't go, you park at the top in the parking spot. the
And
parking
came
area.
down from
Yeah,
there.
you know, you can go hard left and go all the way up to the hill to the top of Watts Hill.
Yeah.
How's it going? But my route kind of went down where the Great Pine Scale investigation was, towards 119.
And you had to kind of get to 119 because it's spread out down that for a little bit. It's a good sized tract of diseased trees. Nice job.
Good one to get to. It's on the agenda.
And then the other thing we had was the Harbor Church, which was on the platoon for the correspondence. That's gonna be evolving. They're gonna pass it back and forth to each other.
Yep.
We'll talk,
It's kind of on the agenda.
I know. I thank you for keeping us on task.
Guys are using technical terms I'm not aware of.
Disorganized, so we got that.
What's a volley? Is that
We'll get there
similar
when we get there.
to a serve or?
No, when we get there. I don't think
This
anyone's.
is so tough to do the meeting minutes.
Yeah, but so when I walked in, it said AI was dictating it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we don't want
It's a matter of time, man.
Well, I've tried it already.
ready gone.
Doesn't work
AI
that
was
well.
great for a lot of things, but not our meeting minutes.
Oh, did you? Gotta give him
Because we
credit,
talk over each other.
right?
Trust me, I've tried.
Gotta give him credit. You don't.
In time. Okay, I'm not, it's 7-Eleven. Thank you for putting approximately.
But you know what? We're all caught up with the meeting minutes. There's times where,
Okay.
you know,
So it is 7:12. We're gonna open the hearing. you guys have the meeting minutes I can put back in the folder?
Oh,
You? You have them? Save them. You save them.
I'll keep mine. Memories.
Oh, I can't read this. Is a legal ad in the notice of intent?
You knew there was a sidewalk today, right?
What's that?
Did you know that
No.
you had a sidewalk?
Legal ad? Yeah, after the fact.
Okay,
I will
I
make
gotta
sure
read
I
this.
text you from now on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I will.
As I told
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
No, you text file
You text me,
Fine.
guarantee.
Legal ad.
Oh, wait, we gotta, it's all good.
I can read.
So, make a motion, or 2.1, notice of intent for 71 Fitchburg Road, DEP number 308-0722, TWB 2025-005. Applicant is Jared Whitcraft, approximately 7:15 PM. It is now 7:13. Proposed work is for the replacement of a septic system within 100 feet of a wetland buffer. Made the motion, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call starting with Mike.
Mike Butson, yes?
James Ryan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Pat John, yes.
I can read it if you want.
Okay, Colby's gonna read the legal ad and then,
Just
Do you have
close
the-
enough or to get recorded? I'll speak loud. Pursuant to the Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act and the Townsend Wetlands Bylaw, Townsend Conservation Commission will hold a public meeting on Wednesday, August 13th, 2025, at approximately 7:15 PM. The hearing will be held virtually via Zoom meeting at the link posted, and the phone numbers provided. Will be in person at Town Hall on a notice of intent filed with the Conservation Commission by Jared Whitcraft. The property is located at 71 Fitchburg Road, Assessors Map 17, parcel 30. The proposed project is for the installation of a new septic system to replace the existing field system, which is partially in a 100-foot wetland buffer.
Nice job.
Do you have the green cards or do you?
I don't have them with me, I can email them to Kobe.
Promise they're done?
Oh, yeah, they get done, we
I
send
know,
those
I
out when the notice, when the whole notice of intent is done.
I know.
It's standard practice.
So Colby,
Do I have them in the email?
he said he's gonna send.
I said, I will email them to you, I probably should have, I probably haven't yet.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that we have, we send out all our notices when we file the notice of
I know.
intent, it's all done at the same
I just-
time. So,
I have to make sure I follow what
right,
I'm supposed to do and,
no, we definitely have those.
so Chris McKenzie from Phil's Roy is joining us and Jared Whitcraft is on,
Can you, put something up on the screen for me to,
Hartley, can you give Colby screen sharing, please?
Jimmy, you could just hold that up.
Like, did you wanna? I don't know if you color coded any of those.
Yeah, well, I should have brought my coats.
I find with all these screens, it's actually easier to have something up here than, plan to put on a table or far away. It's easier to see.
I know, I'm on a project now that's like 48 by 24 inch sheets. It's something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's small.
With the site plan up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 30, no, 36 by 48, they're just stupidly big.
Yeah, if you wanna zoom in on the plan a little bit, Kobe.
Yep.
So this is existing house, number 71. You can see the property is only 125 by 100 by 125. It's real out close to the road. This is Route 13 over here. There's a wetland that runs all across the back, so we have a 50-foot buffer shown and a 100-foot buffer. So you can see we've designed a geomat system here, which is an IA system that the state has approved for use in sites that are difficult to put a conventional system in. So we've designed that here, and what that allowed us to do is it allowed us to keep the leach area entirely outside the 100-foot buffer. So all we got going on is this new septic tank, pump chamber, and some grading related to the system and installation. We show a proposed turnaround area. The residents currently use that area as a turnaround. We didn't want to lose that. We all know how Route 13 can be, and backing out of this driveway is fairly difficult thing. So they need an area to be able to turn around. So we've shown that on this plan so that can get put in and, for real instead of just backing up over the lawn and the grass and stuff. So we show road control barrier down here from the building out to the beyond the 100-foot buffer, and from the garage corner out to the 100-foot buffer there. That gives the driveway in this area as a work area for equipment and stuff for the installation of the system.
So you're not gonna be stockpiling any material out back, all your materials will stay up front. And you're gonna be going up, what, 2.5, 3 feet in the front area?
Yeah, about 3 feet to 3.5 feet, right about here is probably the most fill. You're talking 329 to 333. So 329.5, so it's about 3.5 feet maybe.
So that's gonna take a whole big change out in front of the house.
It will, yeah.
That system is zero drive on. That is not set up for any
The
load.
geomat system cannot be driven on.
I'm just
Right.
making the comment
Right.
that cannot have any vehicles on it.
Right.
So he's gonna have to maintain parking to the right of the house.
You're not gonna be able to park on that. Yeah, there's
Right.
gonna be a really steep slope right here,
Exactly.
coming from the driveway area. Unless you're pulling straight off the road, and I believe, I think there's a pretty heavy curb or something along all the roadside that's gonna prevent people from driving straight.
But he will have ample ability to turn, have good egress out of his driveway.
Right, that's the point of showing this turnaround here.
Gotcha.
So that
And
they,
it drops off pretty steep to the other side in between the neighbors.
right, and that steepness is actually on the neighbor's property.
That's on the neighbor's
Yeah,
property.
this is that steep slope, I believe, in the furniture gym back here.
Yes.
This is the property line.
It just had a real strong drop off to that side. That's where the water's going through. The area had a lot of live soil. It'll hopefully seed up and stabilize. I'm good.
Pat, Mike?
No, I'm fine with it, after looking at it today.
Questions?
I don't.
Okay. But just make a mental note of that particular system, Mike, in the future. That isn't an installation just because it's a tight area in there, not close to the road in proximity, and it's a do not drive stuff on system.
On sheet 2, you looking at sheet 2 there, Jim?
Yeah.
In the bottom, I printed it out, right? Does it show anything? Yeah, see, that's what a conventional system would look like. We'd have a retaining wall along the property line,
the
along the
neighbor.
road there. We would fill out into the driveway here. Part of the system would be in the 100-foot buffer zone. So that's a conventional stone and pipe trench
Due
system.
to the size of it that you'd have to go, that's why
That's why we went with
yeah, no choice.
That's what he's talking about. So this is what it would look like if it was a regular.
Right, conventional stone and pipe trench is 2 foot wide by a foot deep or whatever. We'd have a retaining wall here, we'd fill all the way into the driveway, they'd have no turnaround right here. They'd probably have to move the driveway or something.
Yeah,
They'd fill right into the property line.
you didn't see anything.
No,
You didn't see
It's
anything.
quite an improvement going with the, with
It's
the geo.
straightforward. It's such
Wow.
a small,
It's gonna be
you're talking 125
hard with
feet,
all the
125 feet
vehicles
as far
coming
as,
in.
he's
Right,
what,
so
a
that's why this
quarter of
is,
an acre?
we're doing it like
It's a
this.
12,500 square feet.
So that refers back to very small lot area to work with.
So what's the name of the system?
It's a geomat,
Okay.
GEOMAT.
GeoMat, GeoMat.
Nah. Mike was just curious as to the reason for use of that system, why you wouldn't have gone conventional. It's the restrictions of the size and the area, proximity. I mean, he's gonna walk, what, 4 feet out, and he's gonna be on the D box,
Right.
you know, so it's tight. It is what it is.
Well, and if you look at that conventional one, the fill on the conventional one went right up to the house here. So it's just been a steep slope going right into the house.
Which is attractive in its own way.
I've done one, I did one like that, but what we ended up doing is we ended up running a retaining wall like 3 feet off of the house, so people could walk through there and not be walking on the slope and leaning and falling against the house.
Over the years, we've seen some pretty
Yeah.
interesting things to accommodate what they need.
Yeah, yeah.
But, Mike, Chris, just out of curiosity, how much more is that particular system from a conventional? Is it the time constraint or extra materials?
A little of both. It's really hard to give a general answer to that. On this site,
Yeah.
this geomat's probably cheaper than the conventional one. It probably is. The geomat's expensive product to buy, but you're getting a big reduction in the amount of fill. You're not having to build a retaining wall, which really, once you start talking about retaining wall, you start adding money on by the thousands, depending on the length of it. You know, not to mention the amount of fill. I mean, there'd be enormous fill difference. That system is generally about 40% smaller than a conventional system. So that's 40% less fill, if you will. It doesn't really end up being exactly 40%, but it's a definite reduction in the fill.
Where's the existing system?
In the back?
Not on the plan.
Usually got something on there somewhere.
I think I did see
Yes,
something.
it is in the back.
I think I saw something about it.
I believe it is in the back, 'cause,
It is.
we had, I think if we look carefully
Jared
on
can
there,
probably tell
you'll
you
find a
too.
note that says that the plumbing
So
needs to
Jared can
be,
tell you too,
Right.
because it's in the back.
rebooted.
What?
Now,
The
Jared,
septic.
you've been there all your life, so the system was put in when you were a kid, or you just, you know where the D box is to pump it?
Yes, it's out back. It's been there since 1945.
Okay, so I assume you're gonna address crushing it,
Well,
whatever.
that's not. I don't see it on the plan.
No, I don't know if we know an exact location of it. I don't know if we know that.
Which
So is the
brought me
plan-
to
well,
the
is the
question
plan to
of, are
pump
we
it?
gonna want that
Pumped and crushed.
standard operating procedures?
Right,
I
but
always
that's,
recall.
that's within the 50-foot
Yes,
buffer. It doesn't, there isn't
right,
provisions on the plan for erosion control there. I just want to make sure that.
I agree, it should be marked on the plan, so.
It happens all the time. Guys will drive out where they don't think there's a tank, and there's a tank, and next thing you know, you got a crane toppled over or a truck toppled over.
No, it's really important that these get filled in. There is, we do have a note. We don't not accommodate the fact that there's an existing system there. Under repair note number 3, it says existing tank and other existing system components to be crushed and backfilled, clean granular material and or removed in accordance with the town of Townsend Board of Health rights.
Okay.
Okay. And
That's a standard note that goes on all these upgrades.
it's a very bottom line.
Right, but usually
Usually we know where it is. We don't know where it is. It's in the backyard somewhere.
So
I
you
know where it
wanna
is.
put some verbiage on it as far as,
well, no, it should be on the plan where
That's
the
what I'm
additional
saying.
erosion control, for the backyard.
because of the demolition and the
Hold on,
crushing.
sorry, I don't mean to slow it from you.
That's just about ready too.
Yeah, especially because it's full.
Oh, it is strong too. And as you saw when we were there, it
But
did have
I
a strong
leave it
drop
to
off, so we
Other
should,
commissioners to
run some wattles.
In Colby,
Oh, yeah,
what your
Because
thoughts
there will
are.
be some activity due to the crushing of it.
So just
pumping.
hold on.
right.
So there's this, yeah, we have this old tank that we have to contend with in the backyard, and it's within the,
Mhm.
50 to 100 feet, and,
Reroute, et cetera.
it's typical that they get crushed and filled, so
Mhm.
I'll look to Pat and Mike for their thoughts, Colby, and then,
Yeah, no, you're right, you make a good point, that's probably more, has more influence on the wetland than the actual,
In the front.
septic system going in.
Right, because it has,
So,
yeah,
What would you like to
1940
see?
tank. You'd be lucky if it's not a 55-gallon drum.
Right, so, I've witnessed many a times these, tank, situations. The whole process takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After it's pumped out, they come with a machine, the pumper pumps it out, the machine comes over, he scratches off the top, he hits it a few times, it falls in.
drops.
He throws a bunch of sand in there, throws loam seed on top and goes away. So it really is, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the whole process to happen. It all happens quite quickly. So sometimes I think, erosion controls, it's gonna take longer to put the erosion controls in than it's gonna take to do the actual work.
I know, but
Can Mr. Woodcraft show us where it is?
Oh, yeah. I can definitely get.
Do you know what's in the ground out there, Jared?
I think it's a 500-gallon tank, right, Dad? 500 gallon?
Exactly. 500.
Yeah, 500-gallon concrete tank. And then it goes out to a leach pit.
A leach pit,
Yep.
a cesspool. So that would go both of those would have to get done.
that work for you, Jared?
What's that?
Well, tell me where to put the cursor, I guess.
yeah, I guess,
So it's right here. The tank is right there where the deck location is, just in front by a few feet. And then the pit is somewhere around here.
You want to tell me to move left or right, or up and down?
So
with the cursor?
stay right there. Up. Go up.
Yep.
Go up a little more. Stay right around. Oh, down. To the left of the deck.
yeah.
Right in
Left of
here?
the deck. Somewhere
That's it.
around there is the tank itself.
And where's the leaching?
Can you see my cursor or no?
No.
All right, go down about to the corner of the house, straight from where you are, right about there, give or take.
10 feet out the corner.
So they're not gonna be digging out the piping and anything there,
No.
are they?
But they
I don't
still have
think
to,
they
you still have to dig
uncover
it, pump it, crush it, and loam it, but we still need to have some sort of erosion control because it's just a BMP, and we start
How-
getting lazy about it.
How does the pumper truck gain access to it?
Long hose.
Long
from the
hose.
driveway.
Just a long hose from the driveway?
Yeah.
Now, Jared, due to the work that's gonna be done in the front, the backyard area, I assume is gonna go to a nice backyard area, seed, mowed and
Correct.
whatnot. You're not gonna have access anymore, and I'm sorry to see you lose that ability to have some equipment and supplies.
It is what it is.
Exactly, you have a real,
Yeah.
very small little lot, but it's yours, it's your piece of the rock, so.
So,
The backside will get stabilized, cleaned up, loamed, etc. More of a backyard opposed to
Correct.
any live dirt and whatnot. That very
It's
good.
gonna look just like the Joneses when it's all said and done. Nice and green.
They're not as, we don't like the Joneses.
Right.
It's not-
There should be erosion control,
In the back.
even that simple process.
Yeah,
So, does it make sense to start here, the corner, and come
Yeah.
down here?
yeah, so just loop it out and then almost get rid of the other one that is on the, if you're looking from the street on the left side, because you're gonna have to have access to the
Take
backyard.
this one out. The shed, are you gonna take the shed out, Jared?
It's actually not a shed, it's just a tent. It's a portable garage.
Lean to, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come down. It's not gonna be there. That will be, it's just a tent. It'll be gone in 2 seconds.
So yeah, we'll take out that erosion control.
It just, just loop it around so that I just don't wanna see us get, yeah,
get what?
too lazy and not make sure,
I'm
make
not
sure we
lazy.
don't
Yeah.
We try to follow the rules.
Right. You know, it's a fairly small area, but it is gonna disturb the drainage.
So while you're adding, so you're gonna add that to the plan. While you're adding, I don't see in the legend, the 50-foot and 100-foot buffer symbol. Symbol?
Oh, yeah, we can add that too, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can add that on there.
Nope.
It's labeled on the plan, so a lot of times when
Right.
something's actually labeled on the plan, you don't necessarily, include it in the legend.
Now you don't have anything with your covered mark as to,
Well, I'm gonna do it. Why don't we get the real one?
he's good, he's our new man about that.
Where's the compass?
All right, so do we have an idea, gonna adjust the legend, adjust the erosion control. One of the things that we gotta talk about is the trees that were cut. Jared, how many trees did you get taken down and where were they and how big were they?
So right where your cursor is, if you go straight back, down, yep, go down a little bit more, no, away from there, more to the right where the shed is. So most of the trees from where that cursor is to the road.
Jared, and that was done over a course of how long? Just recently?
Like a year or so ago.
How big were the trees?
Not really sure. Different sizes, 10-inch diameter, 8-inch diameter, smaller, 5.
Now, I'll let you and Colby go at that one.
Well, if Chris has any provisions, I have to take the time of the commission, so I drove by and noticed trees looked like they were cut in preparation for this work, and it just caught my eye. So
How many square foot did you say the lot was again?
well, it's like,
12,000.
12,000 square foot?
so of course, if any tree, cutting one tree, you're gonna notice it in a lot like that.
Were the stumps all removed?
I didn't see any I did not see any. Jared, I assume you did pull the stumps, they went away?
Yeah, stumps are all gone.
Okay, so that's why I was not able, when we were there, to really define what trees were removed. I looked. And that's why I didn't make mention we had a lot of live soil, a lot of live ground area. Also why I had mentioned that back area is now gonna go into loam, clean,
Well,
seeded, etc.
But you're also within the
Trees should be
buffer.
going back in too.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Pat, what are your thoughts? You were able to make a site visit.
Yeah, because I didn't know there was any trees there either, because you could, there's no stumps, but, now I had thought about it for a while at home, and I'm like, that was all, because it wasn't that open, that clear, at the time they started putting things in there. But I wasn't sure how long ago that was.
So what are the implications now that we know that the trees have come down without going through the required process?
It's usually at our discretion. Colby, what are your thoughts before I go down a rabbit hole and then we have to go backwards? So.
Yeah, I can think about what I observed there. And I understand, Jared, that this is, the backyard there probably outdates all the regulations we have. But there did look like some new clearing. If you watch the cursor up here, it's really the area down here, right next to the wetland, right next to the stream. It looked like it had recently been cleared out to me, because it was fresh dirt, fresh loam. I think that's the area that we are most concerned with. As we spoke at the site visit a little bit about it. That's the area really in mention.
So are we going to, so we can keep this moving forward, request the landowner put in a reasonable schedule replant of some specific trees that are
So
upland
absolutely, this is
or
where your discretion comes in, replant, revegetate, signs if you like. And these are options, these are not,
Have you seen the signs?
these are not, you don't have to incorporate all of them. Incorporate
Oh,
any-
yeah, I have them, you guys gave me them.
I like that.
share.
It's a good-
I had it on one of my plans.
Those would be the things that would remediate.
So moving forward,
No, that,
is that something we would ask of those from Roy to put a brief scheduling of some trees, or is that?
yes, yes.
So why do we think that trees would be necessary rather than some other stabilizing vegetation?
I think trees is more a broad term in this conversation. I think
You know, we could do blueberry
schedule of,
bushes, there's a multitude of different,
and we're not talking landscape grade either.
no,
But what about grass?
that's the reason why I had mentioned to Jared. Now
Well-
that area is closed off, he's not gonna have all his brick, block and material out there.
Well, no, that's, we're talking a
I know,
different
to the
spot.
other edge.
We're talking the back, within the 50-foot buffer, that really should be revegetated with something that's a native, even like a sedge, but,
Mhm.
you know, more of a.
Grass isn't good enough for that, or?
Well, if there's some kind of wetland plant that could do the same purpose. Could I have permission, even though I missed the site visit this morning, or, to go on the property and check it out myself? That's a question?
Is he hearing you?
Did you get that, Jared?
Are you asking me directly?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, definitely.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to go down there and check it out and see what's down there along the wetlands anyway, and then, because we're gonna meet for this again, right?
I think we're gonna have to,
Yeah,
with some revisions, but, you know, there should be an area of restoration if it was cleared like that within the wetland buffer. And I would like to incorporate the wetland signs.
Okay.
It's not that big a property, you need 3 of them.
It's so small, it's almost pains me to make him do, I think Jared had his eye on that, he's gonna stabilize with lawn and everything, but I think you're right. In
Well-
perpetuity, we should make sure we put some,
I think within the
Socks and
35
some-
foot, there should be, you know,
Some
outside
form
of
of-
35 foot, there's some sort of delineation with some wetland shrubs.
what's the
or trees.
downside? What's the downside?
What?
Popular trees.
Yeah.
there's never a downside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So, you know, we're not gonna take away all his backyard, but if he is that
No.
close to the buffer,
No, we're not talking a very big schedule of planting, but
well, some of what
8 to
we're
12.
talking about is
whatever was straightforward,
outside his
easy.
backyard, outside his boundary, right?
Glad somebody brought it up.
What's that?
So glad somebody brought it up. I don't know how much restoration you can do on property that nobody doesn't own.
And I've actually tried to contact the neighbor there for us to get permission to go on the property. I just haven't gotten back.
Properties, somebody owns it further in back of that, of this?
Well, if you look at the property lines there, he's half of the stream is on someone else's property.
Right, there's only a small corner of the wetlands actually on the property.
Yep,
Most of the wetlands not on the property that's affected, so.
Well,
Must be
so if
neat.
I check it out, I can give
Must be
you my
native
opinion, what might be a suitable stabilizing vegetation.
But let's get the permission first.
he did, on the neighbors or Jared's?
Well, not
The neighbors.
well, we're gonna be planting on Jared's, we're not planting on the neighbor's property.
Yeah, but the neighbor also had some of the trees, it seems like some of the trees were cleared on the neighbor's property.
That's the area we're talking about.
I thought we were staying in the parameters of what Jerry needs, so
We are, but.
I didn't know we
Right.
were going to the neighbors at this point in time and asking them about who cleaned trees.
Yeah.
I thought it was obvious.
No, no, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Obvious in the regards of now, to get this completed and going forward, we need to wait to hear from the neighbors to discuss.
No, but we're not gonna complete this tonight anyways, because there's stuff that has to get,
Please correct me on what I'm looking at. Oh, don't, oh, shit, roll your eyes.
no, hey,
No,
Jimmy,
I asked a specific question.
okay,
We're
well then
going
I
to
will answer it.
the neighbor at this point in time? Yeah, I see with boundaries.
Were any pictures
Yeah.
taken today?
If we are to enter.
Yes, he did.
Property, go beyond that 40 feet behind his house. We're stepping onto someone else's property. We need permission to do so. If Mike goes out.
Well,
there-
I wouldn't go necessarily, just want to go on the property, I'll just stand at the boundary. To see, and it seems like it's a separate issue. We're dealing with this, and I'll see what I think could be done on on this property regarding this project. And that sounds like a separate issue, but it's something worth pursuing.
It's-
All I'm saying is if trees were cut that close to the buffer, there should be some sort of restoration plan. So, and if trees were cut on someone else's property, well, that is a civil matter at this point. So, we've asked for revision to include the, buffer in the legend, and then buffers in the legend, and then the silt fence relocation. I can't instruct Chris to do it, but maybe Chris should put eyes on, based on the property line, what areas were disturbed, and if they were within the 50 foot, give a basic idea of what we could do. It looks pretty flat through there. Maybe it's just a grass seed mix at that point, but still should do our due diligence and make sure that it is stabilized properly. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, how many trees are you talking to put in there?
It depends on how much ground, there's a ratio of how much ground is disturbed to what the planting is, and you don't necessarily just put trees, you do shrubs, and all small stuff, all,
Okay.
wetlands, grade, or replication grade, whatever they call it. But that's why I'm kind of deferring, maybe Chris should put eyes on this, see, and Mike, or just have Mike look at it, but we're not really the ones supposed to be designing it. If there's area that's disturbed and cleared within this buffer, and we've had cases like this in the past. We had it up on Pierce Road, where things were over cleared. So,
All right, so it sounds like the suggestions you made for upgrading the plans.
yeah, amending it, yeah, and that wasn't just me, it was all of us. But determining an area if there needs to be.
Right.
So.
The idea was to stabilize the area with grass seed again. However, at some point after getting the plans approved to move the septic design to the front of the house, I still have to get plans to do some work on the existing garage that's to the right of the property. So before I'm going to get into any of that work, obviously it doesn't make sense to spend any money on doing the seed now.
Okay, well, we can't leave bare soil.
But if I have to establish it, I can get that done within a week. Even less.
I was just gonna drive over again and start doing the garage.
Okay, well,
So, do we need a motion? Or,
We need a motion to, continue this, to the next meeting. If there's things, we could have just run, it's not a big deal, but, you know, Pat, Colby, Jimmy, what are your thoughts on continuing based on just amending this and then, Mike has permission to go on Jared's property to look at it, and I think we really have to go past the back of the house.
right,
We all should have gone on the sidewalk. You should have known about the sidewalk. I'm not happy with that. We get slowed up on that. This is a straightforward septic system installation. I understand we're getting jammed up on some trees that were removed a
Oh,
year
yeah, but
ago.
I don't think they were, but
Anyway, I really didn't.
There's
Keep
also
moving forward.
the
I'm
septic
comfortable
tank
with
that
that.
has to get crushed and we have to,
Oh, absolutely.
you know,
Location
make
of,
sure- And the location, obviously, we don't know, but we have to make sure we have the erosion control on it.
Mhm.
And, you know,
So we gotta come back to the table. Mike's gotta get brought back up to speed.
I'll go there
On the
tomorrow.
sidewalk, if
Yeah.
you want, I'll go out with you, whatever, if you want, I'll meet you there. Jared, are you comfortable with that? I bring Mike out and get him up to speed with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Thank you, we appreciate that. Apologize that we have to go back out with the commissioner,
appreciate that.
no worries.
Colby, do you have anything you wanna add before we continue this?
No, not right now. Doesn't matter.
Pat,
We just have to wait, I think, see what they say and we can
and,
carry on the next meeting.
I'd be happy just seeing the amendments, but if we can't,
So
not pass, we
we
can't
have a-
approve something without
I
certain
fully understand that,
formalities.
so we need silt fence.
Yep.
We need to see septic location of the location of the old septic system for the crushing.
So that's
Vague.
what we are careful not to do, and I'll have to look into the file. Maybe I have something that has an actual location. Most times we do not. If we might have a shot on a tank, then I know the tank is there. But,
You don't know the-
nothing against Jared, but we get told things are in certain places all the time and they're not there.
Oh,
Can you
for
just
sure.
do a hash pattern?
I went and
that
did a
says
Title
approximate?
V inspection on a site, and the lady told me, tank's right there, and I dug it up, the tank's only half full. I'm like, did you get this pumped out? She said, no, we haven't had it pumped out forever. I'm like, well, we got a problem, the tank's only half full, and it's got clean water in it. So, it was the old tank, they had a new tank in a different spot. That tank never got destroyed like it should have when they did the system.
So Jimmy, you're not
So,
looking
yeah.
for a,
I
you're
think
just
an
looking at a
approximate
general
location
location,
with just, and then the silt fence shown around it, or
Right.
the wall.
notation of tank to be destroyed.
If I have something that shows the actual known location, I will include it on
No,
there.
But you don't know.
But I don't think I do. Otherwise, normally I would have shown it.
I just wanna make sure
Or
we
that
got
layer's maybe turned off.
everything
so.
figured out, silt
Yeah.
fence.
Yeah. Existing system.
Is he gonna be asked to go put a schedule area and location for trees? So Jared can move forward? Is this all gonna be done and ready for
Well,
the
and
next meeting?
that's what I was hoping for, and that's why I said maybe Chris should go look to see how much area was disturbed within the buffer and then come with the ratio or just a recommendation. Maybe you sit there and say, this is flat, just put grass seed on it and call it good. And maybe
Yeah,
put the
I
little,
would definitely
the
take a
little,
look and I'll have a
what's it
discussion with
called,
Jared.
our signs up every 50 feet and then you know.
It's every 50 feet, not gonna need very many of them.
I know, I said two,
Two,
one actually, but
I'm thinking we're a budget, one's just perfect.
yeah, I forgot budget. So, yeah, I don't think, it does not need to be complicated. It just, you know, trees were cut within the buffer without, you know, the formal permitting process, so. Unless, of course, it was used for firewood.
Was it used for firewood, Jared?
No, it was not used for firewood. Everything was hauled out.
They were falling down.
Some were falling down, some were dropping branches, widowmakers basically, and I didn't want my daughter getting killed, obviously.
Granite shoulder.
Safety
Um,
reasons are
That
even
is
better.
safety reasons
Safety
are
reasons
up
are
there,
even
so.
better. Okay, maybe before we fall.
What?
You should make a motion and not second it.
I make a motion to continue this to our next meeting, with the revisions that we requested on the plan.
That's gonna be what, the 20,
I'll say within the agenda.
27th?
27.
Second,
Roll call vote starting in Mike.
Mike Potts said yes.
James Thorne, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Yeah, generally, yes.
Trees.
You get there eventually.
Oh, yeah, they need a new septic system, so. I have to get there. All right, thank you, everyone, now, see you in about a couple weeks.
Yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. Again, approximate location, we know you, don't nail yourself to the wall there.
All right, thank you, guys, have a good night.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
You want him to keep that if he's gonna go out on the sidewalk
Are you
tomorrow?
okay, Colby, if he takes a copy of the plan?
Yeah, there's two in there.
There are, I just wanna make sure you're okay with
Right.
it, because you're the keeper of the files.
Yes. Please do.
And-
Did you hear him? Return it when you're
I
done.
will, yeah, once I color code it and,
That's,
Okay.
oh,
With that.
I can't do tomorrow. I gotta take my wife into, have a colonoscopy.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at her.
text,
All right,
shoot me a text.
Okay.
I'll either send a happy face or an unhappy face back and I'll meet you there.
3.1, red pine scale infestation on town-owned property. Do you want to come to the table for this, Colby, and do you have pictures?
Too much.
Slide down this one, actually. I forget, there's a spot in town that you can see it really well.
See what really well? The trees that are dead?
Yeah.
From 119.
No, I know, but you can see you can see the whole canopy, sorry. Of them.
So I'll go through some pictures here. I don't know if they do it justice, but this is from 119, and where Old Meeting House Road is. Here we go, here's some couple standing dead ones. And, let's see, these are on, some of them are at 119 are on private property. Mostly they are on our Conservation Commission property, Old Meeting House Park. Yeah. And, well, just so everyone knows, I see these ones here that are dropping their needles are turning reddish and brown. This is from red pine scale. All right, so I'll go back into the woods here. So it's a little difficult to take pictures of trees in the middle of the woods adequately, but you can see the tops of these are dead. And this is what the base of them looks like. See, the frass coming out of holes from other insects that are
Feasting.
yeah, boring holes and whatnot into them. Right. See, so just for the scope of things here, this is pretty good. It shows in here, you can see about 100 trees. It's probably takes up well, I know that it takes up 15 to 20 acres. And that's at least hundreds of trees, and that's probably on the conservative count. Let's see. There are a couple resources I found. It's actually already known by the state.
So DCR is intentionally removing all red pines from all of their forests.
From
Part of
their
it-
forests, correct?
As part of their management plan.
They are. Unfortunately, I spoke to the Forest Health Office, which is through DER, And they don't have any resources, for, any town-owned or NGOs or privately owned forests. I also, I have, contacted the management forester for our area, and they haven't gotten back to me with any, resources. So if we were to, remove them, which I'm not suggesting entirely, it would be on our own dime. I'm not aware of any red pine cuts that actually make money. I think at best it could be break even, but I'm not even
So
sure.
there is an account associated with Old Meeting House Park.
Okay.
There is a little bit of money in it. And I believe we can use it for this. You'd have to talk to the accountant. But
Like for Meeting House Hill Road specifically, it has an
Old
account.
Meeting House Park has an
Old
account.
Meeting House Park.
So but I think hiring a forester to go in there and figure it out and come back to us with a plan is the best way to do it. We can only exhaust our resources so much, but if you double check with the accountant and then come back to us at the next meeting, and we can find a forester we can use, or come back to us and say, yes, we can, and I found 3 foresters that we can pick from.
How widespread is this?
Which one again?
How widespread is this?
In this,
I'm gonna show you right
in
here.
this area,
Scale.
or
No, yeah, red pine
overall?
in general, I mean,
I think listed here is about 19 acres.
total
no,
in
no,
the
no,
state?
no, I mean,
Oh.
statewide, New England, is this, I hadn't heard of this problem.
This is a statewide problem. DCR, is in their forestry management plans specifically call out red pines because of this.
It doesn't hold, they don't hold up. as
Yeah,
well.
it's spread throughout New England now, too.
Is there I see you're on the GIS, is there a layer that shows
We can get to it.
right there?
Well, this probably explains there's a couple of red pines up in the pond area and they suddenly died.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of red pine going up.
What, Colby?
in the
It might
Vinton
be a
Pond
little
area.
bit,
They favored it
did I just do
in
it?
the replant.
Zoom into
process.
town.
That's why DCR is not planting red pine,
Or-
they're not as hardy and they're more susceptible
Yeah.
to these blights and these
I'll
particular
put these
diseases.
resources on our website, yeah.
Click on the red pine scale again,
Yeah.
see if anything lights up or not.
Yeah, you can,
Hey,
while we're there-
zoom in right to 119.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
keep
the-
going right there.
Yeah, this
Huh.
blue spot right there, that's our red pine scale that we're talking about.
Click on the red pine scale thing and see if it goes away. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, look at, yep, 19 acres.
And
And I'm sure with a little fooling around, you could separate out all the other insects and
What's the pink one?
diseases. but
yeah,
This is Townsend.
No, what's the pink?
what's the
Yeah.
pink represent?
Because there's a bunch of
The
them.
pink is environmental, I think it's frost. So these larger areas.
It's
have
frost
some
damage.
Frost damage. But there is some white pine, let's see, white pine needle disease here.
Yeah, we've got one along the river in my house
That looks like
that
red
died
pine.
real
We
quick.
got more red pine scale here as well.
Is that our is that our property? The second one, right there? Not ours, or is it?
Oh, that's the forest,
Okay.
state forest.
So there is, coming up in the agenda, we have correspondence from the state.
DCR?
Yeah, for, their forestry management plan. And Townsend State Forest is in it. So that probably, okay, so what's the red?
This one here,
Yeah,
that's the white pine needle.
uh,
Yeah.
see, there we go, going down the rabbit hole.
It's a good resource there, though, the Mass DCR Forest Health Aerial Survey results.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be great to get it on our website, but, okay, so back to the matter at hand, please, someone else speak up, but I think, find out if we can use the Old Meeting House account to hire a forester to come up with a management plan so that we can log it, and then we can go from there, because the Wild and Scenic grant, we might be able to ask for money from them.
Good point.
Or next year ask for it, but, you know, it takes time to come up with the management plan. Pat, what are your thoughts?
I'm just surprised that there's so many that since, we don't get it done, we're gonna have a lot more trees that are gonna be infected.
Right,
There was no, color coding on, Vinton Pond area?
we're gonna go over there, maybe.
Right side and left side actually going up the hill.
I don't see anything there.
No.
Oh, what's that? Oh, there you go. That's a white pine needle. Is that, is the damage that you've noticed in white pine?
I've noticed some, I wouldn't say that I've noticed a lot.
Is that Vinton Pond, it just hit the bottom of the red?
Yep, that's it.
That's the Vinton.
Yeah,
Alright.
right.
So, up, wow, that's almost right behind Rossi's. Going towards the Girl Scout
Yeah, Ross-
area. Rossi's is just to the left, right?
Ross is right there.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big, and you don't notice it?
No, I remember going up there last time, and
Well,
you could notice some of it.
I've noticed that some of the pines don't look great, but a lot of the trees, like the, beech trees in the area.
Yep,
They look like crap.
yep.
Unbelievable.
I'm in
Pine
Pittsburgh
died.
right now, and there's a ton of them that are dead.
Yeah,
What is that, the emerald,
ash borer, no, that's something different.
no, something
Yeah,
different?
that's the ash trees.
Right, they hit Worcester hard.
Yeah.
And those,
Oh, yeah.
some of those areas,
Beech leaf disease.
and they took those right down, chipped. Anyway, moving on.
Well, I'll have to check, oh boy. Yeah, no, I'll have to check behind, that's basically just behind.
Click on that, that was a bunch of them, Colby.
Yeah, that's the white pine needle cast. I
Oh.
haven't, yeah, I'm not used to.
Okay, the longer you stay on this, the longer we're gonna play with it.
This is true. But anyone can go and find that.
Basically, we're doomed. No?
Mother Nature has a way of
Yeah,
correcting
yeah,
things. You never know.
Eh,
Sometimes those scans provide a lot of different nature too, woodpeckers and a lot of different, you know. She has a way of
That's true,
correcting.
certainly the population of woodpeckers.
So is that a good
will explode.
course
Big
of action?
ones, the big tall ones.
And hopefully, by next meeting, we can have it so that we can
Yeah.
just jump on this.
We have a large one that was going after our house,
Did you have a real big one? Real cool. Nice.
because it was all wood, now we have the vinyl side here, but we have bigger.
Are we ready to
Yep.
move on to the land grant update?
We hope we can talk about the North American woodpecker. Now, we're just gonna stay on point.
Mike's it. I haven't actually seen any in a while.
Affiliated?
Up on the screen.
Oh, affiliated, we see him.
And the one with the big red pass line. Beautiful.
So 3.2, 2025 land grant update, estimates from engineering land survey firms for survey of properties to be reviewed by the commission. So, Colby, remind me again, how much were we awarded?
16,000.
Through Wild and Scenic or,
Yes,
and that's to go back and do some more
right, that's the grant.
surveying.
Yes,
Both pieces on West Meadow have been, did the Boy Scouts get up there and blaze and
Did they
label
ever
it
get back
yet?
to you?
No, I'll contact them again. I have a couple of emails out to them, but might not be the best way to get hold of this.
Cause our last
There.
meeting,
Yeah.
didn't we have a set time they were gonna go up there and I said they can park in the field, whatever?
I'll see Derek, I think, next week, but, yeah, if you get an email,
I'll send out another.
not done.
Yeah, so this was for Alyssa Drive and Lunenburg Road. So we got prices from Hannigan and Gillis and Roy.
We're still waiting on 2 engineer firms for estimates, but that is what we have so far. I'm sure.
Alright, so Alyssa Drive, excuse me.
What was it, Alyssa Drive?
Yep, the open space associated with it. Should be, what do you think, go through each line item or just total?
I think just the total, there's no major differences between.
So, because I'm gonna add the plan of land.
Yeah.
So the Alyssa Drive, open space area, the total for that is $9,880. And then the second one was Lunenburg Road. What did you call it? The OK Corral.
Yeah, and this is just some Roy's,
Yep.
estimate.
For the Gillis and Roy, for the Lunenburg Road parcel, the total is $8,360.
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that one?
8,060,
Thank you.
8,360.
360. And the other estimate, I'm sorry, was what?
For Alyssa Drive,
Yeah.
9,880.
So that's 10J.
A total of 18,240.
So those were the just
This is just
two,
Bill's.
one, we did not go out to bid with 3.
We got 2. Well, I haven't read the next one yet. Give me a second. So these aren't apples to apples. Oh, and the first one didn't include the $105 to record it for registry of deeds. So,
105 deeds, registry of deeds recording fee
yeah, I didn't include that in the total.
of the 9880.
Yeah. Or the other one, the 8360. I was just giving the total for the both.
The wrong number.
So 18,450. So the worksheet.
That's interesting. You getting ready to go through the quote on the second one right now?
Yeah, Hannigan, so Hannigan doesn't have a plan of land included. Nor does it have which isn't, yeah, they can provide a staking sketch, but it's not a recordable plan, unlike Burles and Roy, and they were also more money. So
Hannigan was more money and they didn't.
they do less. So this is for Lunenburg Road. Lunenburg Road is, $8,750. And then, for Alyssa Drive, it is $12,750. And that Hannigan's did not include a plan of land that could be reported.
So really for them to do that work and we are not able to put it together and record it, what good is that? What does that do for us in that regard? Nothing really.
Yeah, I agree. So Hannigan was,
So
Hannigan's
let's
was
not
what
worry
they
about the
quoted.
$105 for the registry of deeds because it can't be submitted in that regard.
Well, that's for this. Bills and
Yeah.
Roy was
On money.
$21,500 for Hannigan, and that didn't include a plan of land or registry, or recording the deed.
21,000?
Yeah, 500. Or recording the plan, sorry, with the registry. of
With
deeds.
RD, registry of deeds. Wow. Is there any way to streamline the ability to do this? I mean, I'm
How
just,
so?
look at how much we go through for this household. Let me see if we have wetland specialist, soil technician, licensed soil evaluator.
Those are the hourly rates, if additional work needs to be
But
done.
what I'm saying is, are all of the
Are they all needed?
computer aided design licensed, we have wetland specialists.
That's the takeout menu.
I get it, but to accumulate 21,000 to survey a piece of land, I'm just wondering if we're getting our best bang for the buck.
Well, you got, let's see, a staff land surveyor you're gonna need,
Correct? I know what we're gonna need to get the run.
two-person survey crew. You're gonna need a PE in there to at least sign off on it. You know they'll get you a couple hours there.
I guess what I'm saying
And then
is,
don't forget,
are
you
we
gotta put
really,
engineering survey.
are we really going through it with a real close eye? That's a lot of money
Yeah,
to survey raw property. We spent a lot of money.
So,
It was through a grant up
okay,
on Meadow Road.
then maybe I need to break it down. So this is Lunenburg Road.
Maybe they should
Boundary
break it
survey.
down.
Boundary survey is $4,240, and the property line staking is $1,520.
I understand that.
Worksheet plan depicting lot staking is $600.
That's the breakdown with DNR, just more.
Yes.
Can I?
81X plan of land is $2,000 plus the $105
For the registry.
$5 registry deed reporting fee. Now for Alyssa Drive, boundary survey is $5,760. Property line staking is $1,520.
Yeah.
Worksheet plan depicting lot staking is $600.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is all they're doing is taking their topo and uploading the information for spitting out a plan. 81X plan of land. is $2,000.
GIS. Yep. 2,000, yeah.
Colby, what are your thoughts?
Lot of money.
No, I get.
That breaks it down better.
We are working on the grant money. It's not coming out of our direct funds. And don't, if there is an amount that, is it more, if it goes beyond the amount that we granted so far, there's an opportunity for us to.
Request.
More. As far as the plans, that's why I guess I brought it to your table there.
I think Bill's Roy is more comprehensive.
I agree with that.
I also, do you, have you made contact with the other companies that you, reached out to?
No, it wasn't that long ago, but I will do so this week. See where they are with this and see if we can get some,
At least one
some
more.
more, right? Certainly working on this.
So, this is my opinion, Pat, you've been quiet. My opinion, I don't think Bill's Roy's estimates are out of line. That's, my opinion. Pat,
That's a lot of money, I agree with you.
quarter and three.
I think they're getting what we need or require.
Oh yeah, they watched the meeting with
It can, I'm good.
So, Mike,
Well, I mean, it strikes me as being a lot, but everything is expensive these days, so, you know, why can't surveying be expensive as well? And don't imply anything from this question, I'm just wondering, these properties have not been surveyed recently or in the past, okay? And,
Alyssa Drive is newer, but encroachment happens as we found.
well, this is it, I can see the benefits of it, knowing exactly where your boundaries are. And that encroachment is one of the bigger infractions that we're wondering. Do we have a sense, even though we don't know precisely? And once again, don't think I'm going anywhere, this just will try to answer the question.
Okay.
If we have a sense where the boundary is, and then we have a sense that, ooh, they're crossing over the boundary, would it be possible to hire surveyors to go from A to B to C, just that boundary, which would be a lot cheaper, and then we would know? Or is there a real advantage that I can't quite think of other than encroachment for having this done? Yes.
I'm gonna go back to the purpose of the surveys, and it's to, it's for the long-term protection often through the Natural River Water.
Yeah.
The long acronym, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting it right now.
Yeah, we got it.
And I don't doubt all that, and I can see that we're gonna do it, that's just, you know, it is expensive.
It is, but in my opinion, again, encroachment happens. Also having a plan that's recorded through the registry of deeds protects us, and it makes it more, available. Because, you know, I've seen plans and I've seen, GPS be different. Actually, Lori, are you paying attention by chance?
I am, sort of. I'm in my office.
Could you help us along with this, the advantages of recording a plan of land with the registry of deeds and how it protects the town?
I think it's a good idea to have a recorded plan. And that's, I mean, if you have the plan, recording a plan is not that expensive.
But the surveying part is, and that's what we're trying to just get through, you know, when we have a grant to do this.
Oh, God, yes. Yes, you have a grant to do it? Absolutely, positively.
We did 3 properties last year, and we have 2 properties we're gonna do this year, and we're just going through the estimates.
The actual recording won't cost that much. It depends on who is gonna, huh?
It's only $105. We're
Oh, yeah.
just, what are the advantages of recording the plan of land, as a, you know,
Is it
what are
town
the
land?
purpose? Yes, oh yeah,
Oh, definitely. I would definitely take advantage of that.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no question that it's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
maybe I'm not asking the right way, Mike.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, the answer is kind of obvious, even is that it's just a good thing to know where your boundaries are. Okay, that's the bottom line. For whatever reason, encroachments or whatever. I'm just asking the question.
And I'm trying to relay it, I don't know if I'm doing the best job.
And I know the answer. We don't have to belabor this. I mean, the answer is just a good thing to know where your boundaries are.
yeah.
It's
Do you
just,
have survey plans are they surveyed?
Yes, we've already got a lot of the
We
numbers.
don't have the plans yet,
Well,
though.
we've got the raw numbers as far as what our cost and what we're gonna eat up with the grant. We're looking at $21,000, correct?
No, that's if we use the
Well,
expensive one.
What's the
18,
grant?
450.
How much
It's,
is the
well,
grant?
we have 16,000, but we have the ability to go back and request more.
I would do it.
We always enjoy using up every penny of
We
our
have to,
grant money.
I mean,
No,
grant money for sure, especially if it protects the town. You know, why wouldn't you do it?
Going into conservation too, so it protects us.
It isn't.
and it's good to keep the money flowing through the economy.
I just sometimes get bewildered as to how much money it costs to get these lands surveyed. I love the fact that we're getting it through grant money, but that's a lot of money.
Kat, what are your thoughts?
I'm just sitting here listening, and I would say that, you know, like you said, everything goes up in prices, and
Well,
it's too bad we can't.
$100,000 worth of tools to show up with minimum. $60,000 truck, 2 guys with health insurance, and but I understand your question, and unfortunately, the answer we've come up with is it's just the right thing to do.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing to know where your hand is.
I think I'd like to stick with I'd like to see one more quote.
Agreed.
You only have one quote?
We have 2 quotes, one from Hannigan Engineering, one from Dillis and Roy.
Well, how much is each?
Dillis and Roy is $18,450 and Hannigan is $21,500, but Hannigan's price did not include a plan of land, that is recordable with the Registry of Deeds.
Well, here's the thing I would say from being on planning. Dillis and Roy has done a lot in Townsend.
Yes.
And are very familiar with our properties and have done many areas already, just like when George Sullivan was doing it a lot.
Yep.
He knew so many of the lots that they had already, sometimes they could use other surveys to compare to what the properties are, because they may have surveys of surrounding properties already.
Yes. And that's what they did last year for the property we had surveyed. So
On West Meadow,
yes.
they were able to go back to other overlays.
Yep. And same with Peter J. Drive.
I agree with you, Lori. Dillis and Roy came in the cheapest on our last time when we did West Meadow Road. And they are the most familiar with everything in the area. Absolutely.
Are you sorry I was awake?
No,
No?
my question is, do we just pull the trigger and have Colby get the rest of the money and have Bills and Roy do it and not wait for the third one? Cause they're separate contracts, both below $10,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's up to you. I mean, do you have an RFP out? And then got those quotes in? And how long was it out?
I don't think we did a formal RFP, I think we
No.
just requested quotes.
You just contacted the engineers directly?
What?
You just contacted the engineers directly
Yes,
To the agent.
through the agent? What agent?
no, Colby, it's how we did it last time.
Right.
Well, does Colby feel that he can get another one for you?
I already have a request out to 2 other firms.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
if you get 2 more in, you'll be protected anyway, but don't let the grant go to waste.
No,
Right.
That's
won't.
money that will protect the town. So everybody else is getting grant money, we should be getting it as well. Because we have a lot of taxpayers in town that give money, that paid their taxes to the state, and all of those grants come from the state.
Yes.
Is this an MRPC grant? Was that through?
Nashua River Watershed,
Okay,
Wild and Scenic Grant.
job.
And they've been really good with us with the last grant, and it's worked out really well. So I guess the way I see it, let's be frugal as we can with their money. Like I said, I was just overwhelmed that we were at $21,000 to get those 2 lots surveyed. It's a lot of raw money. I get it, it's a grant money, and I would expect and hope they want us to.
How many acres? How many acres?
It's not large area.
Oh, do you remember, Colby?
Yeah.
17 and 9, you said?
It's roughly 26, 27 acres.
Yeah,
I can get more specific.
yeah.
And that's actually
I think
one
we're gonna find that,
one group of parcels that makes up one property, and then one larger property.
The bigger tract.
yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, you can pay $3,000 for 2-acre lot. Have it surveyed. So
Yeah,
that's not
close, but-
surprising. Yeah. You got my thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll just wait for one more, at least one more.
Yeah, so we'll continue this to the next meeting.
Yeah.
Is it a rule of thumb, or is it a pretty hard rule that we go for 3 at least?
Try to go for 3, unless if there's
Every
no.
town looks at 3 quotes. Highway, everybody. 3 quote, always a standard.
RFPs.
I agree for 3.
Yeah.
And it gives you a
Cover
good
yourself.
idea who's being good to us or not.
Thank you. Yep. All right,
So we're good on that?
I'm gonna roll, probably get in trouble, but, we move on to 4.1 and 4.2. It's 8:30. These are for the same property, different DEP numbers because they're for different organizations. One's Squanicook Greenways and one's Historic Society, and, there is,
All
some-
right, so be more specific. One of them relates to the rail trail and the trustles.
no,
on
there's
80
nothing to do with the
It's
trussels,
not, okay.
just the church area. But the rail trail,
What we
hold on.
discussed on the
Let's
phone
back up.
earlier, right?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
back up. Colby, you're the one that did the site visit.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what you found?
Yeah,
The concerns are obvious.
maybe I can outline the issue a little bit. So 80 Main Street
That was one.
in Townsend, and there's actually 0 Main Street, which is attached to that. So that's why there's 2 properties involved. That is owned by the Townsend Historic Society,
Yes.
Sorry.
which is an NGO, essentially. That property actually has 2 orders of conditions that are open on it right now, or and related. I don't have them, they are up there. One OOC is by the Townsend Historic Society for the
Harbor Church restoration.
yeah, the septic system. And
Excuse me.
the second OOC that's related to it is to Quantico Greenways Incorporated, and that is for the rail trail.
Okay.
But that portion of the rail trail goes through that parking lot. That's why 80 Main Street is,
Listed twice.
yeah, it's a hot spot down there. Let's see, the infractions, it's safe to say infractions. I've listed in 2 letters there. But
What are
they
you throwing your
are,
arms up for?
as you're aware, because you went down and saw.
Yeah, where's the letter? Can we read that? What you had sent out?
Yeah. And
Not in here.
these are drafts.
Why are you throwing your arms up? There's not anything.
Because I was on South Street for a minute, and it's Main Street, that was me.
I drafted letters up to each of them, as it pertains to their orders, and picked out the infractions from the conditions listed in the orders.
So one's gonna
They
go out
are-
to the construction company, the other one's gonna go out to,
Quantico Greenways,
Yeah,
which is what we refer to as a
rail trail, yes.
That would be.
Speak up so that they can keep, no, keep asking your questions,
I
these
like
are all.
number
I'll just turn up my hearing aid.
one.
Everyone else wants to hear you, Jimmy, because it's all pertinent information here.
No, I understand, I just wanted to
Infractions include
read
the erosion control that's been
Destroyed.
destroyed, yeah. And it's open to the river pond there. There's a little bit of construction debris, there's an issue of stockpiling, there's, and all of these things are a little bit minor, but collaboratively, it's just kind of, I'm gonna use a joke. Can I use a joke?
Yeah, no, it's added up.
Beth in our office came up with this one. The project there has gone off the rails.
I don't think it's so far off the rails, we can't get everybody
No, I
on
think you
track.
got it. No.
There,
I get it, I know.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
I mean, I was there 7 or 8 months ago
Thank you,
with
Beth.
Jessica, when we went out there to put
Yeah, and they
the
were,
silt fencing, remember, we had to leave it open so they could get in, there's a
Yep.
lot of traffic.
but now it's completely destroyed, no one's,
Oh, it's pummeled, there's no doubt about it.
and so I sent an email to the construction company, and they said, well, it's so-and-so's responsibility. I said,
Now, that's the group in Greenville, Brookline.
The construction company, and
They're in
they said,
Brookline.
it's so-and-so's problem. Well, you're the one that pulled the permit, so it's your problem.
Yeah, and that kind of is part of the issue here too. The property owner, which is Townsend Historic Society, isn't really aware of who's actually working there, who subcontractors are.
On the church, that's
So
doing
this is
it.
why I wrote up letters for the applicants of the.
Right. Because I'll use the church specifically, the applicant is Townsend Historic Society.
Yeah,
And I don't think there was any other contact listed on it. So,
They are the responsible parties and ultimately. And I put that with, one draft there has my name and agent title on it. I drafted one with James's name. I don't know how you guys want to approach it, if this is too much, too many things listed. If you want to go after just a couple.
let's get it,
This is how
cleaned up
how
in
you
order.
approach it. And this is an option.
it's a good exercise, I think it's a good exercise for us to go through. I thank you for noting how you signed it, and I feel that it should be the Conservation Commission, not just me, or you in this case.
Well, the agent is a commission, the commission is
I know,
conservation.
but this is being discussed with all of us right now, and obviously it's not an imminent danger, but there's
It's just
things that need to be addressed.
There's potential there for some damage to the waterway. I did mention in there too that, you know, it is a, natural heritage. Help me out here. There's a.
NHESP,
Competition. Alright, so
we're tired, okay, so.
So they were well informed.
Yes, there's rare, it's in a rare wildlife protected area, and right now, because it's open to the water, they can come in, the turtles can come in, lay eggs in the stockpiles, in the dirt there. There's potential for that.
That wasn't discussed at our meeting though. I don't think there was any national heritage.
I don't recall natural heritage being in it, but you know what,
There's a little digging, because they extended their OC, the old letter kind of got wrapped into it. So
I'm talking the church side of things, so I don't remember there being a national heritage letter issued.
There is, it's old though.
from way back when.
For the church or for the
There's
rail
a
trail?
letter to, for each, for Quantico Greenways and for the church.
Like the church permit is from last year, not from 2018.
Right. 2018 is way, way back.
For my time.
Yeah.
I can dig up documents if you need.
What going forward, are we now waiting to hear back?
Nope, we have to figure out this letter first and then you're gonna send it after we.
So there hasn't been any correspondence sent out yet to these two?
I corresponded to the construction company
Correct.
requesting their compliance or to forward these requests to
Mhm.
the applicant. I had a verbal response, but, obviously we have to do it in writing. No?
I'm staying out of it.
No.
It's pretty straightforward.
It is.
To contain it, clean it up, and secure it. Who's gonna do it? We can't even figure that out right now. We've only,
No, I
So
think
where are
you're
we
gonna
going?
send this to Squanicook Greenways, it's Bill Rideout. Bill Rideout will take care of it. Or he'll make sure whoever's supposed to take care of it takes care of it. So,
that's what I'm saying.
but you gotta do it to both
You
applicants.
touch base with Rideout, he's the one that's gonna be
I
responsible.
can, yes.
And you knew who to contact in Brookline, who's
Yeah.
the contractor,
So
which I don't even see a heading of who that company is there. He should
Again,
have some degree of,
he knows who they are. I shared the
You know who
contact,
they are?
but
The contractor? I was given the name.
yeah.
Yes, that's not,
But that's not who that's not who's on the the
Correct.
permit. It's
Correct.
Townsend Historic Society. Maybe you should go ask your friend Mary Jane to handle that.
separate, completely separate.
No. She's on the society.
I was told they're all separate, HDC and the society
I understand
are
that.
two
But
different
on the
entities.
Historic Society's website, she is listed.
Okay. You can reach out to
Being
her.
facetious too, so.
I know, but he can reach out to her too if he felt as though that would be a reasonable remedy. I was just being facetious, I'm sorry.
So this is basically just saying these are the infractions, but there's no talk about consequences if they don't clean it up, right? Or is there, you know, something?
right, yes, and I wrote that, and I'm trying to learn from
Past experience.
his past, the history about how
Yeah, right.
your commission likes
Yeah.
to work. I was trying to just outline what the problem is.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that you would, tailor the method of contact attachment. Because
I
I've
know.
learned in the past that you don't like the way I write the letters, so here's the input that you have to put in.
Yep.
First
Nope,
step.
and we have to spend the time to do it. We can't just push it off because then when it doesn't go the way we want it, we all get meh. So we have to take the time. Colby, I appreciate you doing this. This is for Shore Society. Um,
Well, we're moving, you know,
right,
lightning
so
speed right
it's
now.
funny
Let's
because,
bail them out and get them going.
the spoils that are left on that site are from the sidewalk that we put in, minus the pile of stone.
The base,
What?
it was base that did that.
Yeah.
From.
Yeah, they completely destroyed the silt fence.
Yeah.
It was already down, but they completely tore it out.
So where do we put notation of it being an active construction site, regardless of, it's got the septic system that's gotta go in, we've got to do all the tower work and so much work to still get completed there.
Right, but
If we fix everything up, get the silt fence, everything, it'll go quick again.
yeah, but that's the requirement of the project.
But we gotta get it, so it's been stabilized and addressed.
So, I mean, can it be as simple as the situation needs to be corrected, as
Mhm.
opposed to you will receive a cease and desist order, you know, if you don't comply?
Right.
So I think that,
Yeah, what happened to this, what happened to the file number, or the DEP sign that was there? It was attached, but it must be gone now.
so I think these need to be corrected. I'm available at, you know, your contact. Yeah, if you have any questions, you know, they need to be corrected. If you have any questions, contact me. Oh.
What's the streamline on this as far as the GC? What's the general? Is usually.
This is a frustrating thing because it is a collective group, and the guys that did the work at the church, it's, unfortunately, it's their responsibility, but the people that did the sidewalk that used that as a staging area, I don't know why that was allowed. You get townspeople that just drag their boats over the silt fence or back into the silt fence, so they don't say anything, and they're like, oh, whatever.
It's a high traffic spot.
It is, that's why we had to put the opening of the silt fence.
A high traffic spot.
So,
Cars pulling in, construction, masonry, roofing, painting, all the mechanics are there. But regardless of it, let's get the silt fence up, cleaned up and secured.
right, so, Colby, I think this letter's great, it's a great start to this all.
Worksheet, so.
For me, if I'm reading this, one of the, yeah, okay, so you get the size of the sign, great.
Is that for the DEP?
So from section C not being met,
Did you clean it out? Not about it. You got it? Okay, it's got it.
so there's a bunch of redundancy in here that if it were me, I clean up because if I'm an outsider looking at it, it'd just say again and again. But I'm not saying you're not, what you did is
So
wrong.
what are you saying? You want it to be
I think it should just be bulleted pointed.
to the point what is necessary to get it up to
It's-
speed?
Again, this is a worksheet that I think we can really, this is a great start. So I would bullet point it, keep the one page and say, erosion control. DEP sign. There was
They
the,
had the DEP.
I know.
I'm just looking back, that was up
Okay.
with Jessica was here.
Did I miss it? Or did you see it?
No, it's just like the erosion control,
No,
things just get, you know, those are usually put up with cardboard and I'm
So-
Sharpie anyway.
from attachment A, general conditions, number 15 you have in there, that doesn't really pertain to us because it's stormwater.
Mhm.
I understand where you're going with it, but I wouldn't include it in this letter.
Sorry, we're stuck. Sorry. This.
no,
I
no.
thought the infiltration.
Well, number 15. General conditions from attachment A not being met. Number 3, and it's just stated number 15. I would just get rid of that. And then, again, erosion control.
Let's say I got all these things.
I know.
Order of conditions.
I know. And I don't think you did it. I'm just saying for this letter, to short and sweet. I think that's the best way. The NHESP determination letter, you can reference it. If you do, just include a copy of it.
Yeah.
And then the construction debris disposal in dumpsters, that definitely.
The dumpster,
I don't know. Like, there's some bags of mortar or something. Or just trash.
That's all I saw when I went there. But it was mentioned, I thought you mentioned it. No.
no.
We're all getting cranky and tired here.
Yeah, so let's
I'm
reel
not
it in.
cranky.
We go.
Pat isn't either.
I'm never
Because
cranky.
Pat didn't bring you treats tonight.
I don't know
Hey,
what
I
happened.
was not gonna mention that.
See
He
what
was so
happens.
upset last time.
And it was just because you
But,
didn't get.
and you also have the
communicated.
spoils pile.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it wasn't up to par.
I think the biggest infraction is the erosion control
Yeah,
That's the.
in the trash.
when it really comes down to all these, it's erosion control.
Yeah, so
Clean it up a bit. Be done with it.
in kind regards, I said I would put all, just Conservation Commission. Yeah, you can sign off on this.
Okay.
Obviously keep your contact information. Yeah, I just short and sweet, as few words as possible in bold. And give them 10, not even 10, 5 minutes or whatever, give them a week. See,
You
Yeah,
can give me,
We're hoping that this can be completed within a week
tomorrow.
or tomorrow. But,
go for tomorrow.
we don't want,
Or can I?
I'm just trying to avoid the threat.
And sign it?
Yeah. No, but Mike's right, we hope that this can be completed, within 5 business days.
There's an implication there, but it's not stated that we're hoping because,
Most contractors would jump
yeah,
on something like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if a certified letter is the best way to do it, but I know you've kind of done that in the past. And you really don't know who the hell to send an email to because no one's.
Well, you have,
The Historical
I'll
Society has an email and Greenways has an email.
Okay, so that's what I would
I'll
do.
back it up with that. It doesn't, if I have an email to back it up with, I'm just send it out, regular mail, not send on our file or anything.
Yeah.
Backed up, no.
okay,
Yeah.
problem solved.
And if you want me to proofread it before you do it, send it to me. But short and sweet and
Straightforward communications.
so bold so that they know what to read.
Sure.
Well, if it's under the conservation title.
But this is a great start, and it refers to everything that should be included in these, so.
I got down there to look at silt fence earlier. We started looking, and it's just messy and well, part of the background is that there's fighting groups here, or.
He's talking about your
Maybe
group.
that's strong, it's,
What group? What are you
The
referring
Historic
to?
Society and Commission.
I don't know, where is it this weekend? I mean, they're not communicating that, you saying?
Yeah.
Well, hoping this is gonna get them organized at least down there, so.
You just wanna see it cleaned up, we all do.
I still don't understand what you mean by,
They're not happy with each other. The Historical Society and Squanicook Greenway, because of this project. You know,
I don't know much about it, but was there some issue with the trestle? That was the big issue. And it went to the zoning board of appeals, didn't it?
different, that's,
That's what
that's considered South
No, but
Street.
Colby's right at the same time.
No, let's just stay on,
You've got,
on point with what this is. I don't agree with
I think
either of it.
this is the right avenue, as convoluted as we've gone discussing this. But you need your DEP sign and you need solicitation.
Yeah, straightforward DEP sign, shame on them, they should make sure it's updated. But I recall it being there, I saw it when we were going. I originally Jessica had sent me down to look at the silk fence.
Yeah,
Because
no,
we
I
had
know,
to
and that
leave
was a
that-
point of contention, I think.
We had to
talked-
leave it open and curled, and some people said, well, you gotta, when you go in, put the silk on. It was foolish back then, so let's
No, it
get,
wasn't foolish, and it worked until some people backed into it.
it's active construction site, you know, if we get that all cleaned up and it'll deteriorate quick again and send out more letters. You spoke to
No one wants to take responsibility, so.
nobody what?
It's a finger pointing game. So send an email.
But
We'll be
people,
a way to get
but
contact
people have been
them.
contacted,
If you want to talk about it.
Okay.
contact people. Call them. All right, we done?
No,
Adjourn.
we got distracted by a freaking map. That was kind of cool. Can we go back to it? Pat, are you still with us?
I am, barely, but I am.
These are
Because
the reasons.
poor
we
Colby
need
over there
Scooby snacks.
About
The
ready?
energy.
I just about done. Mike's still good though.
It's already-
So 4.3 DCR cutting plan, Otter River Complex. I didn't realize we were part of this. I don't know history, but, the DCR has prepared draft resource management plans for the following 13 properties in its Otter River Complex, Ashburnham State Forest, J. Harry Rich State Forest, Lake Denison Rec Area, Lawton, State Forest, Otter River State Forest, Pearl Hill State Park, Evesham, State Forest, Boylston State Forest.
Did you say Peter Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big, I mean, they're talking about the dam or the river.
Squanicook Brook
Yeah.
State Forest, Templeton State Forest, Townsend State Forest, Willard Brook State Forest, and Winchendon State Forest. Copies of these plans are available on the Central Highlands District RMP's webpage. The public is invited to write comments during the meeting after the presentation by unmuting their microphones or the chat functionality that will be available through the virtual participation platform, After the meeting, the presentation will be available for viewing on DCR's past events for DCR public meetings information webpage. DCR encourages the public to share additional feedback with a deadline for receipt of comments by DCR, September 20th, 2025. Comments may be submitted via the DCR public comment portal. Please note that the content of comments you submit to DCR along with your name, town, and zip code may be posted on DCR's website. For additional contact information required when commenting, notably email address will only be used for outreach on future updates on the subject project or property.
That is posted on the Conservation Commission's website.
Mhm.
And we have the completed forest cutting plan, for Old Turnpike Road. This is, Townsend Cemetery and Parks Department, 4.46 acres, and they took 42,000 board feet out of there. Almost 43,000. Not bad. mostly white pine, and a little bit of red pine. Black and yellow birch. Cody, anything? Nothing? Good with it?
Thinking on that.
There's a name of someone to use for the forestry setting plan right in there.
Did you want again?
Name for a forester, right there.
Yeah, interestingly, the red pine scale was brought to my attention by a forester from,
Ashburn,
New Hampshire. They're passing through town and noticed it. We called up.
Oh,
Up to it.
talk to him.
Yeah.
Too, so,
He's not far.
is there anything else anyone would like to add? MACC has the fall conference at Devon's this year, and they have a fundamentals, classes, coming up.
Check that out.
Did you must have done all of those online, right?
No, I went to Holy Cross.
Holy Cross, that you went to Worcester.
Yeah.
Which is a nice place to go.
Yeah.
Minus everything that was on the agenda tonight. Is there anything for next meeting that,
No, I don't have anything.
So, almost everything, on the agenda tonight was continued. That, you good?
I'm good.
Next meeting's August 27th.
Quick question, curiosity, where do we stand? We are not presently pursuing looking for a land use coordinator. We're running the office right now with just Colby.
Is this a question or a comment?
It's a question.
Colby, are you being stretched 5 different ways?
The town administrator could answer it better, but to my knowledge, we are not intending on filling that position.
So that's the thing, as I was once already.
Yeah, we
You
currently,
haven't pursued it, you can't, it is what it is.
I'm no guy on the phone,
So in other words, we're looking at,
it's not really for me to
okay,
answer. I will say the responsibilities are being covered by 3 of us, really. Everyone in the land use office.
so in other words, the one that's doing the grant writing,
Yep, and,
he's taking on,
As the stuff comes in, from what I understand, they just try to help, but I don't know much more about it than I think Colby does. I think Colby just gets thrown at it. But
it should be a question that would be asked, you know.
well, hey, why don't you ask the select board chair that's on?
Hi Lori, are you there? See, it was a test. She's not, so I'll see Nelson.
Okay.
I'm curious, cause it's a, you know, is the workload too much?
I'm here.
Are things up
Hold
to
on.
speed? I guess my question being, Lori, do you know if there are any plans on bringing in the land use coordinator's position again? I know
don't
it's a
have any-
silly question.
I'm
We don't
sorry,
have
you
money.
cut out.
You don't have the money.
We don't
Oh,
have the
is that
money.
what-
We need that position. We had a number of years, when another TA was in town that it never got filled.
I was there through those times.
Now,
But as it stands in discussion, that position is not being looked at, or we're not looking for somebody at the moment?
we are not looking for somebody at the moment.
Okay,
We need to get through the negotiations, with the unions. They have
yes.
to get tomorrow. So not in a position to say anything, now.
Okay, thank you for coming and answering the question.
So it is 9:01. Someone want to make a motion?
Okay, let me just add one little thing.
Yes.
There seems to be some discrepancy as to how Vinton Pond is, what it is considered to be. And sometimes there's 100-foot buffer, and sometimes it's a 200-foot buffer. And I think for most of us along one edge, it's a 100-foot buffer. But then the Rossies, when they filed, and I can't remember the name of the woman, Autumn, okay. She might be the one, I'm not sure, that thought it was the 200-foot buffer.
I think, yeah, it would have been Autumn there that
Yeah,
one time.
and I'm pretty sure I talked to her at one point several years ago, and she said that, oh, there's an inlet and an outlet, and I explained to her, no, there's no inlet or outlet. It's
Yeah, that's like the big thing about Vinton Pond.
It's a contained water body, it's spring
Yeah.
fed.
Colby? You,
Is it isolated? I don't know.
oh, yeah, they think it's spring fed.
It is spring fed.
Spring
This
fed,
isn't news.
intermittent streams run off
Mhm.
from the snow melt.
Sure.
And there's no permanent water right now going into it, no runoff going into it, or streams. And,
How big is the pond?
what's that?
How big is the pond?
15.6 acres, something like that.
About that.
Is it listed as a great pond?
I believe it is.
Yes, it is. That, I mean, I know it from even as a kid, that
Okay,
has
so-
no water inlet and no
Yeah,
water
but
outlet.
the designation of Great Pond is, it sounded like you had more to it.
There is, but can I look at it, and get back to you tomorrow? I'll look at what,
You're right, Mike, it's a it's
No, right,
no
but-
out spring fed
But I know that
water body.
there is
Adjourn.
something to the Great Ponds thing. But Colby said he could look at it and
yeah.
Okay, but for those of us who have filed for work along the Vinton Pond Road and not around where the Rossies were, it seems that it's always been considered 100 feet. And so the question is, why was that project, or why is their work, why is it considered 200 feet? And I think it's because of the misconception that it was.
quite it's possible, and it does happen.
Yeah.
You've had stuff that would pass through and it shouldn't have.
Well, when the Beckers, who are fixing up the place,
Rossi's property.
Rossi's property,
Correct.
there might be other things that they want to do, and
Right.
so they're curious why it's 200 for them and not everyone else.
I think that sounds like misinformation. Anything around Vinton Pond is gonna be 35 foot most.
Well, no,
100,
there's
200.
but the Great Pond designation, I think, has something to do it, but Colby said he'd look it up.
Mhm.
I think that came along at the time of the river flood protection act. I'd say 86 or 96, I think it was 86.
86.
86.
It's older.
Thank you, I don't know if
Yeah.
that, if,
It's
I
older.
remember seeing the Great Pond being something, so.
I've read it like 5 times, but I've got some literature and information to you.
Above and
Okay, so
beyond.
it
you
could
would
be that
look
I've
for-
opened up this can of worms, and anyone along Vinton Pond, Sound Row now will be considered 200 feet.
I mean, especially because it's a contained body of water, it's even more fragile than any other water area. Vinton Pond is a jewel in Townsend. I mean, if you look and do your history on it,
So many rules to it though, like isolated waters have to be a certain size and certain parameters.
oh, there's criteria to how you classify it.
Yeah.
But just you can verify how nice, how clean, how pristine it is. Very rarely.
Except for the bladderwort this year.
Huh?
Bladderwort, lots of bladderwort.
Well, this is good.
That's a
topic
good,
to pursue. I'll get,
that's a great segue to talk about at some point, is the aquatic invasives. Not just there, but also the Harbor Pond. You and I had a brief conversation about that. at some
What is
point.
it, the milfoil?
Any of it. Any of it.
Milfoil is probably one of the stronger, equal to what's going on across the street from me, which I've mentioned. We've got a big span of, Phragmites, common reed coming in.
You know, the people, knowing to clean off their boats and kayaks.
Mhm.
Right, so far we're good because no props are allowed.
Correct. So
So,
nothing gets in, nothing gets.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it reduces the
You never know.
possibility. Oh, sure.
But there's been years it's been pretty bad down there sometimes. I mean, you couldn't swim out to the island. It was so thick and.
That wasn't bladderwort. Now this year it's bladderwort.
Right.
That was milfoil, but it wasn't the Eurasian milfoil, it was milfoil.
Right, well, I mentioned that. Does that go down into the pond?
You are? So all of you.
Did we see your
someone
turn?
make- No, we haven't, it's 9:08. It's on the adjourn
I
list.
make a motion, we adjourn at 9:08. All those in favor?
Who's got a second?
Second,
Roll call vote.
Mike, yes. Mike
James
Russell,
Dorn,
yes.
yes.
James Gates, yes.
National, yes. Bye.